All right. I wanted to get this on video. I had already started. I will talk to myself in the mirror, and sometimes Ethan's like, "Who are you talking to?" And I'm like, "I'm just talking to myself." But I wanted to share. So I had to go to urgent care today because I've been having a really bad cough, and it got worse. Anyways, I'm fine. I'm gonna live till tomorrow, God willing. This isn't gonna take me out. But um, I weighed 157. 157 pounds. I'm 5'11". For reference, I started, and this is what has made me decide to start really fueling my body more, i.e., eating more. Just eating more good food. Because when I got lean for me, I still wasn't seeing the muscle definition I wanted. And that means, okay, I have done a consistent cut. I can do it. I've done it. I need to do a consistent bulk, which I have never done. Have I ate in excess? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's days where I ate a lot more, but I don't tend to overeat. I don't eat when I'm stressed. That's not something. If anything, I eat less because I don't want to cook it. I'm late, whatever. And I've gotten to the point where I think too, the majority of my diet is whole foods, period. That's taken some time to figure that out. But I just want to show you. I'm at 157, and I am going to show you my abs just for reference. So this is me. I'm not flexing. All right. Now, I flex. I've got, some definition. But I want my six pack to come in. Like, I want more muscle gains on my glutes, more on my shoulders, my back. Anyways, I want to do a bulk. I want to recomp my body. And yeah, so there are aesthetic goals that I want to. I am happy with the health goals, fitness goals, where I am with cardio. Well, I'd like to do a little bit more, but it's fine on that front. And not like crazy cardio, like just walking more. But all that to say, I have been on an intentional, the last couple of weeks, 2,500 calories, which is a lot for me in my head. And the reason I started taping this and just not blabbing to myself like I usually do is because this is going into a little preachy sermon. So if you don't want to listen, go ahead and skip. Because I'll tell you, I have been in a scarcity mindset the last several years. And what I mean by that is, and not even just fitness, it's applying to other areas of my life. And maybe this is like God opening his eyes, my eyes to this. But I am tired of being scared of what if, and it's like holding on to things to control. Because that's what it's been like the last couple of years. And I know, like, this is like, I think a woman thing too, to control things. I don't think this is just a me problem. But like, it's tiring. It's tiring to try to control everything. It's tiring to not put your trust in God. It's exhausting. And that's what I need to be doing more of. Is when I have these negative thoughts about I'm not enough, I'm not doing enough, I'm not smart enough, any of the negative thoughts. There's a lot of them, that I could go down. Not to say I just beat myself up all day. I don't do that. But I'm just saying, like, it's not just that, it's different ones at different times. But the scarcity mindset, like, it's not enough, like, if I don't do this, this is what's going to happen. If I don't control the situation, bad things will happen. That's where I've been living. And it's like, I can't live there anymore. And I'm not saying I've been in this like mental warfare for the last, like, I live a good life. I have a blessed life. I have many blessings. But there are big goals that I have in my life. And I have to stop thinking I can control everything. Because honestly, we all know there's many things you cannot control. You can be disciplined. You can plan. You can do things to avoid failing at things. But that's all under this thing, of life where things go wrong all the time. Our expectations are unmet constantly, whether that's traffic delays, a kid getting sick, whatever. Stupid stuff like your Amazon package getting delayed. It's like all these things. But my whole point is, it comes back to this control issue. And it's like, I need to stop worrying about what X, Y, and Z thinks. I need to stop worrying about, what if I show up 100% myself and authentic? Right? But what if someone doesn't like that? And I think back to like living under a rock or not letting your light shine because of judgment. And again, this is like very nuanced, right? Like this conversation, we could have, some different conversations about what that means. But I've gotten to a point where I have not wanted to act in a certain way because of people-pleasing tendencies that's not serving God. Because when I hide my light, that's not serving Him. Again, there's lots of commandments on how we should act, how we should keep unity, how we should keep peace. Absolutely. But the thing is, too, there are things that I'm going to say or I'm going to do, and people either don't understand me, people get it the wrong way, I say it the wrong way. There's a whole thing with like human communication, how that comes across. And I think I live in the fear of, well, if I say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, or it comes across the wrong way, what are people going to think? And that's a hard place to live in, because then it doesn't let me do anything. Then I just stay scared. And my hope is moving forward, when I'm showing up for people, when I am putting myself out there. And this applies to so many things, okay? But it's like, don't make yourself smaller to avoid conflict or to avoid disagreement or to avoid some tension. Show up in love, show up in peace, show up in humility, but show up. Okay? And I say all that because I'm not showing up. And this is a very simple thing. Example. If we have a new family at church, I rarely, or a new member, doesn't have to be a family, rarely will go up. Because it's always like, what do I say? What do I do? I don't want to be awkward, whatever. Own it. Go up, do the hard thing. It's like at the gym today, I wanted to make a joke. It's like we're passing in this like narrow quarters, and it's like I don't even like look at the person. Because it's like, I might make eye contact, like do I smile to, like no one cares. No one cares. Why am I wasting mental space on that? Like, just show up, do the best you can, and say, like, whatever it is you're worried about. Another thing that comes to mind, As imposter syndrome, this is applying to my personal training business where I feel like I never know enough. I never know enough. And you know what? I'm right. I will never know enough. But I know enough to start. I know enough to help. And then I learn and then I do better. Right? Like, that's life. You're going to fail and then you're going to do better. But I can't be in the zone where I am so scared of failing that I'm not even going to do. Because I tell my kids, because that's not right. Like when I'm lecturing my kids and they make a bad choice, I'm like, that's just not right. Like that's what I say. I'm like, that's just not right. You know, like this is what we should be doing. And this is what's happening. And that is not right. Period. Because it's not about us. And this whole control thing, I'm making it about me. Right? Like at the end of the day, it's about me. And how I look. And how I want people to see me. And honestly, like just spitballing out. So in my head, and this is like the logic, this is why none of this, when you get stuck in your head, makes sense when you actually think it out. So I'm going to play small, right? Like I'm not going to introduce myself to someone new at church. This is just an example. And then, it goes two ways. Like they never meet me. Not to sound like they never get to meet me. No. Like that relationship is never formed. Okay? Or they're like, I wonder why she hasn't come up. I don't know what people think sometimes, But like none of those things are good outcomes. Right? Like both of those are not good outcomes. And then if I do go and introduce myself, it's either, wow, most likely, okay, I know a new face in church, or whatever. Or it's like, she's a little weird, she's a little awkward, but okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I put myself in their shoes, I know, I'm like, I wish people would come up and introduce themselves. Like, I wish someone would say hi. Which that's one of the things I love about the church that I go to, is when I first started attending, like I get little notes passed, like please let us know, because I have 3 young kids, if there's anything, no, I think I had 2 and I was pregnant, but let us know if there's anything we can do to help. And that meant the world to me, just coming up and saying, we're here if you need help. And that was it. It was awkward, whatever, and I'm like, that's not hard to do. But in my head, I just build it up like, I'm going to be awkward, I don't know what to say, yada, yada, yada. Like, so I'm saying to myself, show up. Show up. Just show up. Don't worry about how you look. And then to you, like, my motivation to you, just show up. Just be there. Don't worry about having the perfect house. Don't worry about having the perfect outfit or your hair done or, your makeup done or whatever. Because those are things I worry about. And then it makes me not show up. Because I'm like, no, I need it X, Y, and Z to happen. And it's like, then it never happens. It just doesn't. Like in this phase of life, for me, like it doesn't. And maybe next week it will. Because I'll finally get stuff together. But maybe not. So what, I don't show up for a whole week? Like that's the alternative. So anyways, what started with talking about body recomp and thinking about food scarcity, like the fear of eating too much, knowing me, like that's not a problem, okay? You know what your goal is, so you're going to have to do something different, and it might be a little scary, and we need to do that goal. And we need to push the envelope a little bit. And the thing is, too, if it's too much, like we go too much, you track this stuff. It's easy with the fitness stuff because you have a scale, right? And if you're getting to a point where things aren't fitting right and you track your calories and you're like, oh, this is a little much because it's not doing what you want it to do, you adjust. But the thing is, you have to do the scary thing for a long time. Like, not 2 weeks. You have to do it consistently for, I would say, at least 3 months. And that's like the bare minimum. Like, I'm going to be doing this for the next year. At least. Well, at least until the spring. Like March, April. And just doing it. And I'm going to see the scale go up. But how do I look? And, you know, it doesn't just apply to the body comp. It applies to whatever those goals are that you have that might feel a little out of your reach right now. And this can apply to so much stuff. I don't have time, you know, like I could sit here talking probably for 2 hours about how this could apply to different situations. But my motivation today is just to show up. All right? Do that thing that scares you a little bit. Me posting these videos and recording these videos without my hair done, like I said, I don't like it. Like, I'd much rather it be a little bit more put together. But again, that's not my season in life. I'm struggling with a cold right now. You know, I just have other priorities right now. And one day, maybe, you know, we'll get there. I am, you know, all about the hacks and whatever. But, so, show up. Just show up, okay? And do the hard thing. Do the one hard thing today that you don't want to do. And just show up, even if it's not how you pictured it to be.